Traveling with medications can be a bit complicated, especially with varying regulations around the world. In 2025, the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, has laid out clear guidelines to help passengers carry necessary medications safely and legally through airport security. This guide will walk you through the top 10 TSA rules for traveling with medications, providing in-depth information on what you need to know to ensure a smooth journey. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Number 1. Medications in solid form. Unlimited quantities allowed. One of the most straightforward rules when it comes to traveling with medications is that solid medications, like pills, tablets, and capsules, are allowed in unlimited quantities. This applies whether you're bringing them in your carry-on bag or checked luggage. However, while there's no quantity limit on these solid forms, it's still important to follow a few tips to avoid any issues during security screening. Original packaging. It's highly recommended that you keep medications in their original packaging with the prescription label intact. This helps security officers identify the medication easily and ensures there's no confusion. Separate screening. Be prepared to have your medications screened separately. TSA officers may ask to inspect them, so it's a good idea to place your medication in a clear bag or a separate compartment for ease of access. Number 2. Medically necessary liquids. Exempt from 3-1-1 rule for liquids, gels, and aerosols. The TSA usually enforces the 3-1-1 liquid rule, which limits the amount of liquid you can carry to 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliters, per container, with all containers placed in a single quart-sized bag. However, medically necessary liquids are exempt from this restriction, including items such as prescription medications, e.g., liquid pain medications or cough syrups, insulin or insulin pens, eye drops, contact lens solution, liquid nutritional supplements, liquid vitamins. Number 3. Injectable medications. Special considerations. Injectable medications such as insulin, epinephrine, for severe allergic reactions, or biologics require specific consideration. The TSA has a few key rules to follow to ensure that injectable medications can pass through airport security without hassle. Original packaging. Just like oral medications, injectable medications must be carried in their original packaging with the prescription label. This helps confirm the legitimacy of the medication. Doctor's note. A doctor's note or letter explaining the medical necessity of injectable medications can be helpful, particularly if you're traveling internationally. The note should include details about your condition and why these medications are required. Cold storage. Many injectable medications need to be stored at certain temperatures. Consider using a cooler bag or an insulated container to keep your medications at the correct temperature during travel. You can carry gel ice packs or cold packs for this purpose, but make sure they are frozen solid when going through the screening process. Number 4. Controlled substances. Adhere to state and international law. Certain medications are classified as controlled substances under U.S. law. These include medications such as opioids, anti-anxiety drugs, like benzodiazepines, and certain stimulant medications, e.g., Adderall or Ritalin. When traveling with controlled substances, you need to be particularly cautious. Prescription documentation. Controlled substances should always be carried in their original prescription bottles, and the prescription label must clearly display your name, the medication's name, dosage instructions, and the prescribing doctor's information. Doctor's note. A doctor's note can be very helpful, particularly if you are traveling internationally, as some countries have stricter rules for controlled substances. This note should indicate that the medication is for personal use. Research state and international laws. Controlled substance laws can vary significantly by state and country. Before you travel, check the rules for your destination. Some countries, such as Japan and the UAE, have particularly strict regulations regarding certain controlled substances, even if they are legally prescribed in the US. Number 5. Over-the-counter medications. Keep in original packaging. While over-the-counter, OTC, medications, such as Tylenol, antihistamines, or cold medicine, are not subject to the same scrutiny as prescription medications, they should still be handled properly. Original packaging. Keep OTC medications in their original packaging to avoid confusion. If the medications are in a bottle that is not labeled, TSA agents may not be able to identify them properly and could subject them to additional screening. Bring a list. Though not mandatory, it's always a good idea to keep a list of all the OTC medications you're carrying, including the dosages and the conditions they are intended to treat. This can help speed up the screening process. Number 6. Ice packs and coolers. Permitted for medical use for medications that need to be kept cool, you can bring ice packs or gel packs to help maintain the proper temperature during your flight. These items are allowed through security, but there are a few rules to keep in mind. Frozen solid. Ice packs and gel packs must be frozen solid when going through security. If they are not solid, they could be subject to additional screening as liquids. Amount of ice. While you can carry an unlimited amount of ice for medical purposes, TSA may require that you only bring what is necessary to keep the medication cool. Any ice that has melted may be subject to the 3-1-1 liquid rule. Number 7. Declare all medications at security checkpoints. Whether you're carrying solid, liquid, or injectable medications, always declare them to TSA officers at the security checkpoint. Here's what to do. Separate the medications. Place all your medications, including prescription and over-the-counter items, in a separate bin for screening. This will help TSA officers easily inspect the items without holding up the process. Be transparent. Always inform the TSA officer if you're carrying a larger than usual quantity of medications or any medically necessary items, like liquid prescriptions, syringes, etc. Additional screening. TSA may ask to conduct a visual inspection or swab for explosives on your medications, especially if you're carrying items that are more difficult to screen, such as syringes or liquid medications. Number 8. Traveling with children. Special considerations. Traveling with children requires extra preparation when it comes to medications. Many children need specific medications during travel, such as EpiPens, liquid prescriptions, or even over-the-counter remedies. Here are some tips for traveling with children's medications. Doctor's note. Ensure that you have a doctor's note for any medications your child requires, particularly if they are in liquid form. This will help in case of any questions at security checkpoints. Proper packaging. Keep all medications in properly labeled containers and ensure that liquids and gels are under the 3.4-ounce limit, unless exempt as medically necessary. Declare medications. As with adult medications, be sure to declare your child's medications and provide them with easy access during security screening. Number 9. International travel. Research destination regulations. Traveling abroad with medications often requires additional preparation due to differences in regulations between countries. Here are key points to consider. Research medication laws. Some medications that are commonly prescribed in the US may be illegal or tightly regulated in other countries. Before you travel, research the medication laws of your destination country, especially for controlled substances. Translation of documentation. In some cases, you may need a translated version of your doctor's note or prescription. This ensures that officials in your destination country understand your medical needs. Importation limits. Be aware of the limits on the amount of medication you can bring into a foreign country. Some countries impose strict limits on prescription drugs, and you may need to apply for special authorization in advance. Number 10. Utilize TSA Cares for assistance. If you have a medical condition, disability, or special needs when traveling, TSA Cares is an invaluable resource. This program helps passengers with medical conditions through the security screening process. Here's how it can help. Contact TSA Cares. You can contact TSA Cares up to 72 hours before your flight to request assistance or get information about traveling with medications. Request a passenger support specialist. If you need additional help, you can request a passenger support specialist to assist you through the security process, ensuring that you receive the necessary support for your medical needs. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.